Hello, I am so excited to tell you this story. It's a tale from the woods. Now, you know the story of the three bears, how they wake up one morning really hungry and they decide to make a huge pot of porridge and divide it into 3 bowls. But then when they come to eat it, it's too hot. So they go for a walk in the woods while the porridge has time to cool down. And whilst they're out, Goldilocks enters their house and eats the porridge, then sits in their chairs, then lies in their beds. Well, it's not that story, but it is the story of where the bears go when they go out to the woods. And it's a story that uses some paper and a pen. Are you ready? They go out of their house, out of their front door, along their garden path, which has very long tickly grass, and then they pass another house with another front door, and a little girl lives there. Can you guess who it is? But they don't know her yet, so they don't knock on the door, they don't go and say hello or have a cup of tea. They just carry on past and go all the way to the park, which is Baby Bear's favourite place, because at this park there's a pond, and the pond has 2 ducks in it, and Baby Bear always feeds the ducks. So he throws them lots of food, and whilst they're eating it, he has a little look around and he notices a nest. And in that nest, there's an egg. And then he sees another nest with another egg. He says, "Mum, Dad, there's nests and they've got eggs in them." His mum says, "Oh, shh, come away. We'll go in the field next door and play hide and seek. Come on." So off they go into the field next door and play hide and seek. Baby Bear covers his eyes and Mummy Bear runs up this path here, and Daddy Bear runs up this path here, and they bend down behind some bushes, but their bottoms are sticking out over the top. There's Mummy Bear's bottom and there's Daddy Bear's bottom. So when Baby Bear opens his eyes and says, "Coming ready or not?" and looks around, he sees those big bare bottoms straight away. He says, "I found you. Oh, I'll hide next time." So then Mummy covers her eyes, and Baby Bear, he runs down this path, and Daddy Bear runs down this path, and they hide in the long grass. And when Mummy Bear opens her eyes, "Coming ready or not?" and looks around, she can't see them anywhere. Well, she tries for a while, but in the end she gives up. She says, "Come on, you two, we've got 1, 2, 3 bowls of porridge waiting for us at home." So Baby Bear stands here, and Mummy Bear takes this hand, and Daddy Bear takes this hand, and they go all the way home. And when they get back to the house and go in through the front door, Daddy Bear says, "Who's been eating my porridge?" And we all know who that was, don't we? So that's the story of the Bear's Walk, and I'd like you to do it with me. So you'll need a piece of paper and a pen, and I'll just pause, or you can pause the video. I'll pause that out. Have you got it yet? Are you ready? Fantastic. I'll get another sheet of paper. And this time we'll do it together. And I'll take it a little bit more slowly. And you do it with me. And I think at the end of that, you'll be ready to tell this story to somebody else yourself. Okay, Shall we go? The 3 bears, they wake up one morning, they make a big pot of porridge, and it's too hot, so they decide to go for a walk in the woods. And this is what happens. They come out of their house, through their front door, along the garden path, and past another house with another front door. And remember who lives there? And then they go all the way to the park. And that's Baby Bear's favourite place, because in the park there is a duck pond. And in the duck pond there are 2 ducks. And Baby Bear, what does he do? He feeds the ducks. And whilst they're eating, he has a little look around and he sees a nest. And inside the nest there's an egg. And then he sees another nest. And another egg. And he says, "Mum, Dad, there's nests and they've got eggs in them." And his mum says, "Shh, let's go in the field next door and play hide and seek." There's the field. And Baby Bear covers his eyes. And Mummy Bear runs up this path. And Daddy Bear runs up this path. And they bend down to hide behind some bushes, but their bottoms are sticking up over the top. So when Baby Bear opens his eyes and says, "Coming ready or not?" he sees their big bare bottoms. And then it's Mummy's turn to count. She covers her eyes and Baby Bear runs down this path. And Daddy Bear runs down this path. And they hide in the long grass. And when Mummy Bear opens her eyes and says, "Coming ready or not?" she looks all around, but she can't see them anywhere. And in the end, she gives up and she tells them, "We've got 1, 2, 3 bowls of porridge waiting for us at home. Come on, time to go." So Baby Bear stands here and Mummy Bear takes this hand. Daddy Bear takes this hand and they go all the way home. And when they get home and go inside through their front door, Daddy Bear says, "Who's been eating my porridge?" And we all know who that is, don't we? So off you go and tell this story to somebody else. Have fun and I'll see you next time. Bye.